んち？
そうだ。
テレビ！
つけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメスパイ
あやこれ好き。
よりによって
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと。
ワクワク。
No one comes to Earth and pushes us around.
There's nothing you can do to stop me! It's over 9,000!
You're now watching Peti Kish Hun After Dark. This is a night you won't forget.
Let's go. What's up, everyone? Take your seats, ladies and gents. And we're going to start this After Day Peti Kish Hun special. Today it's just going to be me, guys. Imi took the break a little bit off for today. Pog Imi, he was here, but I already set up the schedule. I set up the stream, and I only built it on a one stream kind of deal. So we're not going to have another guest today. So if he wants to join in, he can in the chat. That's up to him. But we're just doing it. It's going to be a one-man show tonight, guys. And that's just how it's going to roll today. There's a lot of things that happened this week, guys. A lot of interesting things. We're going to be naming a lot of things because there's just tons of topics. As you know, I didn't do a Friday stream for the Peti Kish Hun Live. I usually do around 12 o'clock Eastern time, 12 p.m. I did not do it because I was just worn out. I've been getting very, let's say, less energetic. I've been busy myself, but I've been very, how would I say, I've been, I just haven't had much energy recently. I don't know why. As well as my eyes were kicking in, so I'm wearing glasses today, guys, because my eyes were hurting. And they have the darker tint, so they start tinting, especially with all the light coming through. They tint my glasses, and it might be darker on the stream itself. But yeah, so what was going on is yeah, I just didn't feel well in general a couple of days, and I just didn't want to go on stream and just, you know, talk about things, but I just didn't feel like it. It's like my energy got sucked out of me or something. It was just insane. I just was tired for like 3 weeks or 3 days straight. And it's getting a bit better. I think what is going on is where I live, it's very cloudy now and there's not much sunlight. And it's been rainy for a couple of days now. And I think I've been losing it where I go outside here and there, but the thing is, it's raining so much that it was pouring out one day, and you just get tired after a while. I think that's what it is. I need more sunlight. I need to go out a little bit more, which I usually do, but for some reason it wasn't. This weekend was kind of gloomy for that. Besides that, there is a new video out, guys. If you haven't seen it, it's a really good video that I think is a banger myself, and I would sub to that channel if I saw that video. No lie, that was a good video. So I worked on that for probably, it took me like a whole day or so. I work on that video. That was a long video. So it took me maybe a day and a half about, but it was a long one. It's Resident Evil 9 Requiem, and it's about what we know so far about it, as well as speculation and theories and all this and that. So I talk about the whole thing, the gameplay of people trying it out, and what it's all about, and what could happen with the new this franchise moving forward with 9. I think it was a good video. So definitely, if you guys want to check that out, it was a really good video, I think, personally. Definitely check that out. Yeah. So we're going to go into topics. We're going to quick topics, and then we're going to main big topics, I guess. There's just so much here that we're not going to go through all of them, but I will try if I can. I'll try. But before we do that, guys, you know what to do. I always say this. Like the stream. Please like the stream, guys, as well as sub if you're new here. If you're a lurker, lurking around, just checking it out, I'd appreciate something, guys. Just give a like if you can, if you enjoy it. But if you want to see more content, then sub on this channel right now, guys, because there is a lot of content on here. There is a lot. Trust me. A whole buttload of them. Content. There's many streams. Let's push this algorithm forward. The algorithm has been, let's just say, it hasn't been friendly recently. And I've been seeing other YouTubers talking about this as well, that for some reason it's slowed down a little bit with the algorithm, and people are not getting as much views now, not enough engagement in general. I don't know what's going on. I think YouTube's changing their algorithm or something's going on. And yeah, some people it's doing well, but for me it was kind of like I lost a sub, I gained a sub, and it's like constantly just steady, I would say. It's not moving up, it moved down for like a day and then it went up again. So I don't know what's going on with that in general. I don't know what is going on. I've literally been saying I'm about to hit 200 subs, only 2 away from 200 subs, and nothing happens. I'm just saying, it's kind of weird what is going on here, because I do have a lot of content. There's a lot of streams, and there is a lot of actual, like, other content out there. Like, I make videos and stuff, too. So there's some really good stuff out there that I've made, and some stuff that probably clicked with people, and some stuff didn't. So those videos probably didn't do so well. I think the one that I just recently did really well, but that's just me. So I can go on and on with this. I don't know what YouTube's pretty much effing everyone over at the moment. But we're going to be still pushing forward, moving forward, guys. Keep moving ahead. Keep grinding. I'm trying to do this as much as I can. But I also take care of my health as well. So, at the moment, yeah, it's called internet fatigue, where you have so much senses and there's so much overload that you just have to get off the internet for, for a little bit. That's how I feel sometimes, and I recently have had that. I think that could be the reason too, where I see all this shit going down in the world, but there is also like there's positive things too, but the negative always, like, the chaos of it all always has to come in, and it's usually harder and stronger and louder. I tried to, plug in my ears and try to get away from that, because it does bring you down. If you talk about it too much or if you see it too much, it does bring your vibrations down, and I don't want that. So we're kind of going to do that today in some sort of way, because I feel like what I'm be talking about with these topics, I think it can be negative in some situations, but also there are positives here too. So what can be changed, or what can be, it's just literally me telling you what's up, what's going down, if you've heard of this or not, like something, it's just a topic to talk about pretty much, and what you guys think about it as a whole. So yeah, I know I've been talking and blabbering around. Let's start with these quick topics, guys, because this is going to take a while. So, we got big information, big news leak. Well, it's not leak, but we got big information about Nexus Mods. So, it finally happened. If you know, the biggest, one of the biggest, if not, Nexus Mod, the biggest modding platform online that you can download mods from other, like, for games and stuff, just did something, and it seems like it's actually doing it. It's actually happening. So Nexus Mod has been sold. So the one guy that created Nexus Mod has sold their, I guess, their site, I guess, we don't know who, but so Pirate Nation also said this. You can click on an update from the Dark One, which is the one who made the Nexus website. But here's one from Pirate Nation that I wanted to read, and it's pretty much summing up what's in the article. And it says, after nearly 24 years, the founder of Nexus Mods is stepping back from daily management due to burnout and health issues caused by the intense demand of running the site. Starting on which is interesting, because health issues could be issue. Yes, that's what I've been saying. And burnout could be that. But he says caused by intense demand of running the site. So who's demanding it and who's causing it? That's also a question. I'm just speculating here that, starting as a passion project in 2001, Nexus Mods grew into a major modding community platform. The founder has carefully selected new leadership. So he selected the leadership. That's what he says. That's what it's going on. He did. I don't know. We'll see. What is this? This is the guy? Fondino Victor and Rapsper Manis. I don't know who these people are. I'm sorry. Who understand the modding community. Okay, so these are people probably that work there. Okay. And share the site's values. Ownership has transcended to ensure long-term stability, but the platform's community-first, mod authority-focused remains unchanged. So anything that has been done, nothing will be pretty much unchanged. The existing team of 40 dedicated staff will be continue their work, and the founder will stay involved in a less hands-on role. So he's going to be in the background still in some way, guiding the site's direction with Prioritizing personal well-being, users can expect continuing with minimal immediate changes. So nothing will be changed on the site really. Technically, there won't be any changes. So you know what Nexus have been doing recently has been pissing a lot of people, and a lot of other modding communities have came up. There's a lot out there, base mods. There's one called DEG or something. There's a lot of different modding community sites now have came up because Nexus Mods have joined the culture war and have been very sensitizing mods when, you know, it's literally, you can have this mod, but you can't have this mod because it's like pick and choose. It's like pick and choosers kind of deal going on with Nexus. And I've been saying this for a couple of months or a year now that Nexus has changed a lot, and they picked a side in where they're gonna be in the culture war and kind of deal, where, you know, they have stuff like, so, you know, they have different things where, I think it was the Miles Morales game, Spider-Man. Like I said, they had thing where they had the gay pride flags up, and there was a mod, just a mod, to make the gay prides an American flag. That was just it. It wasn't anything offensive because, you know, New York, it's a real place. It's in America. Why not have the American flag? So he didn't want the pride stuff. But, you know, in Saudi Arabia, places like that, they don't found on that. They don't like the pride stuff, obviously. So that was a deal breaker. So in that situation, they literally take it out of the game. But for modding it and taking it out, no. Nexus said that was a bad thing to do. But you can have trans flags. You can have all sorts of different flags on there besides the American flag, because that's not good. How dare you be some sort of patriotic in some sort of way, or, you know, be like actually have some sort of integrity. Or another one is Emboda, I think from God of War Ragnarok. You know, she was it's a Nordic god character, and she's in the game, she's pretty much predicted to be, you know, it has black skin for some reason in God of War Ragnarok. And if you read the Nordic books, she was white-skinned, you know, blonde hair or red-haired in some way. And they banned users because they had one where they pretty much changed the skin. But when you have characters like Cammy in Street Fighter or Geralt from The Witcher, you can make them black-skinned. That is okay. But if you change it by any situation, black to white, or it's black and then you change it to white, that's no good. But it's reversed when it's white to black, that's okay. So you see what I'm saying here? There's some interesting things where it's like, you're allowed to do this, but you're not allowed to do that. It's like, why can't you just allow everything? You know, kind of deal. There is nude mods there. So if there's nude mods there, that's fine. But for some reason, as we are going to be talking about Stellar Blade, you can't do this, you can't do that. Like, I don't care about the nude mods, but to be honest, I feel like modders can do whatever they like. If they want a mod of this, then let it happen. Why do you need to censor a mod? I don't care about the new mods at all. I really don't care about them. But let it be there. If people want it, then people want it. Who cares, right? Kind of deal. Let people pick and choose what mod they want, but do not censor them for that reason. There's no point. There's absolutely no point, because you have a political agenda, and you can't do this. You can't. And there was one with there was other things too, but I was just, Nexus Mods is a shit show, and they've showed themselves what they are. So this is why other modding communities have been popping up in the internet. So other people can have different choices now besides Nexus, because Nexus was like the big one here, you know, kind of deal. So, let me see. Oh, there we go. We got the curtains going again. Again, guys, like and sub if you're new here. Come on. Give me that like. Give me that sub. All right. So, let's see. So, overall, this is, I don't know if this is true, but this is another one here. The Nexus Mod buyout offer was somewhere between 50 to 75 million. Buyout offer for Nexus Mods, somewhere between 50 to 75 million. So that was the buyout, I guess. Nexus Mods. I don't know if it's true. It was just up there for some reason. That it could be true. But that's a lot of money still, you know, for that. But the thing is, he doesn't specify who really is the buyer. And that is also a little bit concerning. Who is the one that bought this? Can it be someone? I've heard rumors it could be maybe Windows for Microsoft, maybe Xbox bought them. I don't know. This is all speculation. It could be Tencent for what I know. Who knows? Or it could be any of the big money grommet, you know, companies, BlackRock or Vanguard. That's just what I think. But it could be something else completely different. It could be someone that actually has a bit of money and wants to change the site and make it better. Or it's going to get worse from now on. This is going two ways. It's going to go two ways. It's going to get worse with this. This is like the George Lucas giving it to Disney kind of deal. It's going to get worse. Or it's going to be given to a person that's actually pretty, it has no alignment to any political alignment in any political way. He's just a nuanced guy or a girl that wants to make Nexus Mods for everyone, and it's just a modding platform, and they don't want to get ban anyone or censor anything. It's just you put mods on there and people will like it or people will dislike it, whatever it is, kind of deal. I think that would be the best, but who knows? It could be some sort of interesting fella, let's just say. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see about this one. I'll keep in touch with Nexus. I talk a lot about with Nexus Mods because I do use Nexus Mods, but I've been using it less and less. It's just there's mods on there that I need to use for other games I want to play. I've been using it recently, actually right now I've been using it for Resident Evil 2 Remake, and I've been using Nexus for that because I can't find that mod on other platforms, other modding platforms. So that's the only reason that I want it for. But in general, I haven't been using it as much. Maybe for like Star Wars Battlefront 2, I use that a lot. But besides that, I haven't been using it at all as much. But yeah, that's it for Nexus Mods. This just came out today, guys, about Nexus Mods. So I thought it was an interesting little thing a little segment we could go through there. But we got more here. So, we didn't talk about this last week, but I thought, what was it? I could talk a little bit about this one. Yeah. So I didn't talk about this last week, and I thought it would be interesting to bring it up again a little bit. So we wanted to talk about this, but we kind of forgot about it. Let me just unbookmark stuff here, guys. I have so much stuff here, guys. It's insane. It's insane. So yeah, we were going to talk about this last week, guys, but we just didn't get time to. So the big thing that happened at the Xbox showcase that was on, they had the Xbox ROG Ally and the one that's, I think, the bigger one is the black version, and then they had the white version. I think it's white and then X black, something like that. But it seems like we got a rumor, but keep this, guys, with a grain of salt. Again, this is not 100%, but I wouldn't be surprised if these are the prices we see. So we got the Xbox ROG Ally price and release for window was leaked. ROG Ally White, which is the smaller, it's costs the less and has less things in it. Probably, processor, graphics, everything's less, as well as, probably less space. Seems like this is Euro $599, which is an American $691, which is $700. That's crazy. That's crazy. Steam Deck, I think you can get a pretty decent one for $500 or $600, if I'm correct. Maybe even $400. I'm not sure. But you can get it for that. So this is more than the Steam Deck already. Just the basic model. Now, the best model, the ROG Ally X Black, which is in Euro $899. I think it's Euro. And it's $1,037, which I don't know what that rounds to. I don't know if they're going to put the 37 in there. Maybe it'll just be 1,000, I would say. I don't think they're going to put the 37, but yeah. Pre-orders will begin in August, official launch in October. So I don't really care about this, guys. I really don't. Because it has the Xbox name on it, I don't give a shit. There are going to be people that like it because it's Xbox. But with these prices, I would just rather just get a PC, to be honest. This is like crazy console prices too, and handheld. I would just get a PC, like straight up. I'm looking at a PC, and I'd rather get a PC still. Even I'm like looking at one, just glancing at PCs myself in general recently. And I still am looking for a PC, but I'd rather get a PC than this because, first of all, I'm not a big fan of Windows. This is the last computer I'm going to get that's Windows. Straight up, I had enough with Windows, and I'm not a big fan of Mac computers either. I'm going to straight up just go to Linux. Straight up. I know people are saying, oh, it's going to be different. It's going to be this and that. Like people always say, it's like, I'll learn. I'm just sick and tired of Windows computers and just the general aspect of it. This is going to be for normies, but expensive people that will spend this much money. It's pretty expensive. It's pretty hefty, I would say. But I think it's a normie thing. They just want something to turn on so they can play it, and that's it. When the Steam Deck is a cheaper one right now, it's not as strong as this, but you're getting more with your buck with that because you can do other things with the Steam Deck that a lot of people don't know. It's not just Steam because Steam is in the name and you can use it, yes, as Steam. But you can use GOG, you can use Epic Games, you can use other places on there. I think even Xbox on there too. So, is it not? It's not as strong as this. I doubt it, but it is still pretty good. I would wait until Steam comes out with the Steam Deck 2. That's what I would say. But maybe you want to get something else. Maybe you want to get the Switch 2. Well, the Switch 2 as well as, let me see here, guys. We got more about the Switch 2 besides this. That's crazy how expensive it has been, right? For those handhelds. They're just insane how expensive. Everything has been gone up. And people say, "Oh, it's inflation. Oh, we're going to a recession." Oh, dude, more and more I think about it, more and more I feel like there's it's like fake inflation going on here where people are just like these corporations are inflating everything because it's like the dollar's going up. Like, what is going on? It's like they're literally taking, like gaming has become not a hobby, more of a luxury now. And it's pretty sad what has become to it. So, here. Nintendo Switch 2 performance is closer to the Xbox Series S, says Koi Temco. So, yeah, so the Switch 2, which is actually kind of a surprise because it's stronger because people are like, oh, it's like the PS4. Well, it's not the PS4. As well as, Switch has sold like 3 million or something in like 3 days or something like that. In 24 hours, it sold 3 million, which is a new record for Nintendo. Good for them. But how is it going to do in the long run? That's going to be the question. How is it going to do later down the line? Because right now, Nintendo's like, oh, people wanted that $80 for that Mario Kart. It's all foam. It's all foamy. It's just people need the newest thing right now. People are just, I gotta just have it. I gotta have it. People could have just waited, to be honest. But I know some people are like that, and maybe Mario Kart is the franchise you love, and you want to hold your heart to it. It's one of the IPs that you want to play at day one. I could see that because there are some situations like franchises I really love. But to be honest, it's how much everything is costing now. I think it's better to just wait. It's better to just wait. And, there are games out there that I'm like, ooh, I really want to play this right now. I waited for Stellar Blade on the PS5. I don't have a PS5. I played the Stellar Blade demo, and I enjoyed it. And guess what? I like it. I will still wait for a PC decrease on Stellar Blade, and then I'll get it. Because what I played of the demo, I enjoyed it. I really want it. I really want to play it. But at the moment, I have so much games in my backlog that I'm fine just putting it down on the side. I played the demo again. I loved it. I put it on the side, and I'll get it another day. Or you can go somewhere else, which is you can sail the 7 seas and do your own thing. But yeah. So I'm not surprised that the Nintendo Switch 2 is like an Xbox Series S. And the S wasn't even that powerful that much either, to be honest. X was really powerful. Some people speculated X was stronger than the PS5, like the OG PS5. Now the PS5 Pro is stronger than the Xbox Series X. But the S was almost like a hybrid of the PS4 Pro, I think, or something like that. It wasn't technically the best, and it was kind of a ripoff because it was just digital, I think. It wasn't even you couldn't even have a physical CD slot to put in your physical games. So it was just I think it was just a ripoff in general. But yeah, that's just me. And this is interesting that we're finding out more about the Nintendo Switch 2. And I think Nintendo Switch 2 right now is a wait-and-see game console. I was always a Nintendo person, but now, how Nintendo has been so rude and how corporate they became, which, these companies, at one point, when they're losing, usually, they become more friendly and they become more when they're getting hype and their egos are up and they're getting their monies back and they're getting big bucks back and they're doing really well, that's when the ego starts slipping in. And then they're like, oh, they're gonna have to buy this because they'll like it, kind of deal, They got that. It's just corporate greed in general, and that's just how it's gonna go. It's always gonna go like that. But I feel like, like I always say, you can make your voice heard. This is just if you want to. You don't have to. I'm not saying you have to. But if you want to make your voice heard and you want to actually tell these companies, say, no, I'm not going to buy your product. I'm not going to open up my wallet to buy your product. I'm just going to wait, or I'm just going to walk away and find another solution, another place to play games or find a different thing. You have choice. You don't have to be attached to one corporate entity, this ID, you know? Like, I used to love Nintendo, but I'm not going to be a Nintendo shill to tell you, oh, you know, Nintendo, what they're doing is a great thing. Like, this is awesome, everything. No, it's not. And I know a lot of Nintendo fans out there also feel the same. They don't like what Nintendo has been doing. They love the products that they give out, but they hate what they're doing right now, Nintendo. They understand it. It's same with like Xbox, same with PlayStation. All these right now, the big three, they all have problems right now. More problems than good, to be honest. There's more problems than good between all of them. So they're all talking to each other, but that's for later. We're going to talk about that for later. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up about that with Nintendo as well as Microsoft with the what was it called? The ROG Ally. I always forget the name for Xbox. All right, so we had that. Now let's go to the next one here. Let me see. Let's talk about some movies, because I wanted to talk about games today, but I have a couple of movies on here that I think would be interesting for a quick one. And it could be a little bit funny, to be honest. Could be a good laugh here. So let's see this. So we've been saying for a little bit now that movies have been lacking in the comedy department. And comedy has been kind of non-existent anymore. And it's been pretty cringe, to be honest. And I think it's time to go back to the parodies. Parodies need to come back for movies, because parodies usually make fun of things in pulp culture, society, or anything in general that is can be made fun of. Nothing safe. And I think it's time to bring back the slapstick comedy, the, let's just say, a little bit offensive comedy. Just bring back something that can be, you know, laughed at, because why can we have a good laugh or two here anymore? Because everything has to be sensitive. So we got this announcement that Rick Moranis returning for Spaceballs 2 sequel hyped by Mel Brooks, but is it still being written by Josh Gad? So we're getting Spaceballs 2. Holy shit, guys. That's insane. I would never think in my whole entire life that we would get a Spaceballs.
Holy shit.
I wouldn't even think that. Spaceballs 2. I saw the trailer. I'm not going to show it. It's pretty funny. It's just showing, like, there were so many, like, prequels and sequels and different movies that came out between what Spaceballs. And they're like, oh, there was never a Spaceballs sequel. Well, now we're going a Spaceballs sequel, pretty much. So I think this one's by Amazon, which is questionable. But they can take so much. Spaceballs 2, The Schwartz Awakens. They can take so much funny stuff, dude, out of this. They can, like, today is almost more of a parody than what this is going to be like, kind of deal. So they can take so much from pulp culture entertainment, as well as, you know, like back then, like the scary movies did, the Wayne Brothers one. They can do stuff like that, where they take stuff from like pulp culture and different stuff in there and make fun of it. This is the time to do it. Balls to the wall, or Spaceballs to the wall. Just do it. Don't limit it. Don't censor it, because then it won't be good. It would be just a meh. If it actually, you know, does subjects and makes fun of these issues, then it would be really, really good. Especially at Spaceballs. So it's going to be all Star Wars related. You already know if they don't do this, you already know they're going to make fun of all the Disney Star Wars in this. Straight up. Spaceballs is going to do that, and it's going to be hilarious if they do it. And they have to do it well. So they're getting a lot of the actors back again. A lot of people that were retired, they're coming back. And sons and daughters and stuff like that are taking the role. So they're just going back with all the actors that were in Spaceballs 1, and they're bringing them back for this. Everyone's going to be older, I guess. But is it going to hold? Who knows? Who knows? This could be a great idea, but will it last? I don't know. I feel like I said, we need comedy to come back now. So Spaceballs could be the one. Or there's another one that could be the one, but I don't know. I saw the trailer that dropped, I think, today or yesterday for Naked Gun, the reboot Naked Gun with Liam Neeson. That could also be another one to bring comedy back. So Spaceballs and Naked Gun, the return of these like parody kind of movies, you know, a serious crime police detective story, and then Spaceballs like a sci-fi over the top like Star Wars-esque, just more comedy in there and just making fun of itself, poking fun of itself. Yeah, I would be okay. I would love to see these, but will they succeed? I don't know. Hollywood and the movie theaters are in trouble, but we don't know if that will actually be the deal with these comedies. I don't know if it'll save comedies. I would love to see comedies come back and actually be funny, because some of the comedies in recent years, they don't exist, or they're just they feel really try-hard comedies that don't hit the mark. But maybe these will. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. We have another movie, interesting one. I thought this would be also a funny one. So, Dakota Johnson, if you know, she was, I think the last movie she was is Madam Web. And she's been talking about what is going on in Hollywood and entertainment. And she's literally saying the loud thing out loud that most people are thinking. And here we go. Dakota Johnson accepts no blame for Madam Web's failure. Slams Hollywood decision makers without a creative bone in their body. I could see that. She's just acting. She's acting, and that's her writing skill. And they said that was good. Kind of deal. It's like, can I do this better? No, that's good. Do what you just did. That's good. You know? And she's not wrong about this at all. And she's been vocal about how bad it's been in entertainment, how lame these movies are, stuff like that. Let's just read a little bit of it here. I think she says it. Where did she say it? Here it is. It wasn't my fault, Johnson said bluntly. There's this thing that happens now where a lot of creative decisions are made by committees or made by people that don't have creative bone in their body. And it's really hard to make art that way or to make something entertaining that way. And then that's factual, yeah, because these people that make who are in these committees and these what do they call them? I can't think of them right now. In these departments who make the decisions, they're the higher ups usually. They don't know what is entertaining and what works and what doesn't. They just say, "Ooh, Harry Potter? Let's make a new Harry Potter." Because people like Harry Potter, right? You just don't do that. You have to have actually an interesting plot to go into what you're going to be saying with Harry Potter. Did you find actually an interesting story that you can tell in the Harry Potter universe? Or are you just going to be copy and pasting Harry Potter from what we saw from the early 2000s again? That's literally what it is. Except we're going to put different things. We're going to put like a black Snape in there and more American actors instead of British actors in there. It's like, what are we doing here? So let's see. I think she says more things here. I want to see. Madam Web. It's one of the worst movies pretty much ever made. But it's like The Room, where it's like it's horrible, but it's good in some way. That's what it is. According to Johnson, however, the project changed shape directly over time, and they eventually found itself slighted in the process. I think, unfortunately, with Madam Web, I started out as something and turned into something else, she explained. And I was just sort of along for the ride at that point. But that happens. Bigger budget movies fall all the time. So, yeah. Yeah, so I didn't have a bad ed over it, she told the Times. There's no part of me that's like, oh, I never do that again, do anything. I've done even tiny movies and didn't do well. Who cares? This isn't the first time Johnson has upped his way of Madam Web. So she's just saying entertainment sucks and needs to be better. These people that are making the rules on top are not fans of this kind of source material, and they need to put people that are maybe fans of the source material so they can actually work with it, because they can't work with shitty writing. These actors are trying, but they can't. So I don't know. But I think it's really funny to actually see Dakota Johnson, because here's a clip. I'm going to try to show you guys. I don't know if it'll work, but this is what she was going through when this is going to be hilarious. So this is Dakota Johnson going through Madam Web press tour when she was like saying things and whatever. This video I found, it's so funny. Who is this by? Devin. This is straight up so funny, the things like she says and stuff, that like, yeah, this is like a lot of people, like people that don't care about superheroes or don't know what is going on. This is like the same reaction most people do, you know?
I have always really loved Marvel movies.
I love limes. I love them. They're great. I love them so much, and I like to present them like this in my house.
What would she say to it? What do you do with all of those limes?
I actually didn't even know that they were in there. I was giving the tour and went into the kitchen, and it was set dressing. I'm allergic to limes.
Oh my, stop. That's so bizarre. I mean, you had a lot of, so it was just set dressing, it looked pretty, and then you're like, yeah, I love limes. You're just like, just talking, going with the flow.
Yeah, because it was hard to just ignore them. So I just lied. Just lied. I went the full opposite direction.
I love that she just lied. She straight up just said, I lied. It's so good. So good, dude.
Unbelievable. I'm glad you came clean, man.
So good, dude. She just doesn't give two fucks. Check this out.
I'm not very sarcastic, no.
50 Shades of Grey had action, but it was a Marvel action movie. So how did it feel to be like in this Marvel universe as a superhero?
It was the same as 50 Shades, just with more clothes on.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Holy shit.
It's so true. It's like a porn without the porn. It's just 50 Shades of Grey without me taking off my clothes.
You know?
That's crazy.
Can you name the 3 Spider-Man?
Oh, this is the best one. The 3 new Spider-Man movies. Can you name them? Check this out.
Tom Holland movies.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Yeah.
Should I just go on faith?
Yeah. Oh. Spider-Man, here he comes.
Here he comes,
That's number 1.
Yep.
Spider-Man, and he's back. And the other one, the last one is the Goblet of Spider-Man.
Need a vacation.
Harry, Spider-Man, and the Goblet of Man.
That's the porn parody. That's the gay porn parody, dude.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yo, I love Dakota Johnson. Dude, she's awesome. I really didn't care about her that much. The more she does these tour things, the more I'm just fascinated how funny she is. Like how stupid and how funny it is. Like she's not serious and she's just like, yeah, this was it. Like straight up doesn't give a shit, kind of deal.
A new movie coming out. It's called Madam Web. It also stars Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, that one with Sydney Sweeney and her. Damn, they were pretty hot. Not gonna lie, they were pretty hot. Not gonna lie, they were hot. They were.
A part of the Marvel universe.
I know.
For the rest of your life.
Negative, like again, just
4%.
4%.
Which is like.
That's crazy though. But I thought that was funny. She is, in that regard, she's pretty much telling how it is, which is pretty based, and I like her more because of that now. I really didn't care about Dakota Johnson, but because of that, she's interesting now for just in that aspect. She's pretty funny. So, put her in a comedy. I think it would work. She would be pretty funny because she's pretty just random at some points. And then sometimes she actually tells some pretty base factual stuff, but that's it. Yeah. So I thought it was funny. Yeah. She straight up said, yeah, it sucks, but that's just how it goes. That's how we do it. And maybe they should be doing better. Maybe they should be giving up things what people actually want. Maybe, but who knows in that regard. All right, guys. I think what time is it? Okay. We're going into a little bit more here, and then I'm gonna go to maybe bigger topics if we can. I'm trying to find the next one. There's a lot of stuff. Okay. So let's get into shoot. Let's get into there's a lot of things here, guys. Okay. I got it. Okay. So let's get into this one real quick. We're just going to go glimpse through this. So we got more reports of big shareholders, big companies trying to buy out different studios. So we got this one recently. I haven't seen a lot of people talk about this, but Tencent are reportedly interested in buying Nexon, owner of the Finals and the first Descendant.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Huh?
So we've been talking about Tencent before. They're pretty much the, let's say, Eastern version of like a BlackRock. They pretty much buy out a lot of areas, and they have a lot of say in a lot of companies with their shareholders. So that's what is going on here. Nexon has a big list of celebrated franchise and releases, development. Tencent looking to bolster its lucrative gaming operations. I played the Finals. I thought it was a fine first-person shooter. I don't think it's the best, but it is a very fun game. It's very good for a first-person shooter. It's just something about it. Maybe other games came out, and I had different priorities on other games, but this is a really good game in general, the Finals. I don't know if I want to go back to play it. The first Descendant, on the other hand, I really enjoyed. So I enjoyed it. Maybe I like the third-person aspect more than the first, but I don't know. I like the first Descendant too, but now this is on the horizon. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know, with this thing going on. This is just rumored. This is just rumored, guys. But reportedly interested. So could be real. And I wouldn't be surprised if they do this, but I really wouldn't like this to happen. I would like them to be their own thing, and I don't want Tencent to grab Nexon at all. But I don't know. I don't know about this one, but I hope it's not real. I hope it doesn't happen, but we'll see. We'll see for the near future with that as well. There's a lot of we'll see kind of deals going on here, you know? We'll see this, we'll see that. I don't know if it's going to happen. But here we go. We got another one here, guys, with GTA 6. So GTA 6 has some more leaked stuff coming out about it. And we talked about a lot of GTA 6 on here. And GTA 6 has something interesting. This might be real. Who knows? So here we go. GTA 6 might let artists upload their music directly in-game. Drake reportedly getting its own radio station. So again, reportedly. We don't know if this is real. So they might be getting their own stations on there. Since they, Laszlo left for GTA 6, so, you know, the radio station Laszlo's not going to be in there, they might add different stations for GTA 6 instead. We don't know. So this is an interesting speculation because of that. The other thing is, let me open it for you guys, is that GTA 6 story was rejected 3 times, causing Dan Houser to step down, it's claimed. So, this is also, don't know if this is real, but it is an interesting article. I'll just let you know that what GTA 6 was supposed to be, but they changed it to this story now with the Bonnie and Clyde story. So, GTA 6 story was rejected to take to multiple times. So, let's see, where is it? So, the writers have claimed that there have been 3 different versions of GTA 6 script. Ferris said the first pitch for the story was a detective story worthy of a thriller. Centered around 3 protagonists, there was a lot of steam for the pitch, and it was in development until the end of 2016. This would actually make sense why GTA 6 took so long to actually be made between 5 is because they pitched the story 3 times and they scrapped it 3 times. So that's the reason why it took so long, because they couldn't get a good story going here. And they said, well, now we have the perfect story to tell now. So they scrapped the 3-player a detective story thriller, like LA Noire kind of deal. They scrapped it in 2016. That's crazy. That has been a long time. Ultimately, Take-Two vetoed the project and cited it as too dark and did not meet their expectations. So they didn't like the LA Noire style. Story 2 switched to 2 protagonists in a policewoman and a drug smuggler underlying as crazy as Trevor from GTA 5. I don't like that one either. I think policewoman, Trevor character. I know some people like Trevor. I thought Trevor was such a poor character. He was poorly written. He was just a crazy, kooky guy. He was one of the weakest protagonists in GTA. Straight up, I didn't like the character. Some people do. Good for you. But I did not like his writing. His character was ass. This version was in development for 18 months. Unfortunately, this too was eventually canned by Take-Two. It's claimed a third prototype was born in a similar vein to the second story pitch. Only the grieving policewoman was replaced by an African-American man in a formal soldier released from prison and falling into the criminal underworld. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Could have worked. That's kind of like a Way Out kind of deal, I think. It would have been like the Way Out, which is a game that kind of did that already. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. This was canceled in March 2019. Oof. That's crazy. Dan House has braked from GTA 6 before deciding to step down and temporarily relinquishing his duties as vice president of creative. A lot of these needs to be taken with a pinch of salt, but if it's true, it explains why it's taken so long GTA 6 to see the light of day. It also links up with the Project America, the code name for GTA 6. At one point, suggesting that Rockstar wanted multiple protagonists and cities at first, but the vision eventually changed to 2 characters, including a Latina woman we known as Lucia and Jason. That's the other one, the white dude. So, yeah. Interesting how that went off. No wonder why GTA 6 took so long. So, another leak of what GTA 6 could be and what we got. So, yeah. Interesting things with GTA 6. I think now we can get into, hopefully, the bigger topics here. With what we're going to get into here. With let's start with keep saying that. The Witcher 4. Let's start with this because this one I want to go short with because I don't want to go too in depth with this one. So Witcher 4, we have this article here about Witcher 4 and it is aiming for 60 frames per second on consoles. But Series S will be extremely challenging. So they're saying that they're just saying Series X, but this could be also for, they can't do late gen as well. But in this article, they're also saying consoles now is going to be hard for them. So CD Projekt Red has opened up about its PlayStation 5 Unreal Engine's demo and has said that it will be extremely challenging to get The Witcher 4 at 60 frames per second on the Xbox Series S. The new interview came up and where CD Projekt Red said that it will be making sure it doesn't make the same mistake it did with Cyberpunk 2077. I pressed doubt for that, but who knows? When it came to performance issues. Bruh.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? God damn.
Bruh. Unreal Engine 5 is already unreliable. It has performance issues from the start. Bruh. Unreal Engine 5 is not really that. How many times do I have to say this? Unreal Engine is fine. As you can see, sometimes it runs good, but most of the time it runs like ass. If you have a PC, trust me, it runs like ass. And all these companies do, especially what they're trying to do here, is they're trying to reach something that they can't do because the consoles are outdated now. And the PCs, this is why everything's built on a PC, but they try to compact it all into a console. So they're trying to do console first and PC last, what it should be reversed. But this is just how the gaming industry goes. I don't know why this is a thing. I think consoles should be should be last and PC first because it's built on a PC, but how do I know? What do I know? But yeah, I don't know. This time around, CD Projekt Red will be taking console first approach to ensure 60 frames stability. However, the studio acknowledged that the Xbox Series S will be extremely challenging, you don't say. On the Xbox Series S and the 60 frames benchmark, it will said, I will say that 60 frames will definitely do extremely challenging on the Series S. Let's just say that this is something that we need to do figure out. You can watch the full here. Okay, so can we get to the part they say that? No, we can't for the video. Okay. So at the moment, at least CD Projekt Red does not have 60 frame solution for The Witcher 4 on Xbox Series S. They keep on saying Xbox Series S. This is not just Xbox Series S. This is for all the consoles they're trying to put in on it, because it's built on a PC and they're doing console first. So this is not how it's supposed to work, but they're trying to make it work. Where is it? I don't know. They don't. I don't even know where the video is, where that part is. I wish they would have titled where they talk about that, but the developers. But yeah. So pretty much, it's hard for them to do this. And then again, the graphics look good, but how is it going to run? How is the processor? How is it going to perform? That is the question. Graphics could be good. Graphics are, Unreal Engine has some really good graphics. I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing Unreal Engine in every game, but I think it could work. It's just Unreal Engine is so bad in performance problems, and it's GPU heavy, processor heavy. Yeah, it's super heavy in those issues. And it can be good in some areas. Like, I know Stellar Blade, I ran it perfectly on my PC. It was fine. But then I play freaking Silent Hill 2 Remake, which is kind of mid. It's not bad. It's just mid. But I can't run that as well. It's chugging. It's chugging my PC. So what's the difference with the Unreal Engine? Like, why is one running better than the other kind of deal? I don't understand that, that issue. I don't know. It's like, I think performance, people forget how important performance is, actually, than graphics. They always put graphics first, but gamers know performance is way better than graphics. That's why if you have the PlayStation, everyone usually sets it to performance than on graphics. Barely, I don't know anyone that plays it on graphics mode, because no one wants 30 frames. Everyone wants that smooth 60 frame gameplay. No one wants it. Graphics are nice. I'm not saying they're nice, but I would rather have better frames. Thank you very much. That's just me, and that's just what I'm going to say. Just have better frames. Please. Please. We're in 2025 and we can't have frames, but we have pushing crazy graphics, all this and that. No, I don't give a fuck about graphics. Straight up, I don't give a shit about them.
God, hey, yo, what the fuck?
I don't give a shit about them. No, siree. I care about how is it going to perform. Can I actually play the game? Please. Please. I just want to play the game. Is it really that hard? Is it really that hard? All right, we're done with that. That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say about that. All right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this PlayStation thing, guys. Because we're just passing through these real quick. All right, so there's this new thing going around now that PlayStation Plus and Xbox Game Pass are both teaming up to bring up their prices for their subscription services. Yup.
Holy shit.
Heard that right. They're bringing it up. PlayStation Plus price will continue to change to maximize profitability. Holy shit, guys. This is insane. It's not enough that they're increasing the games to $80 or $70. They want to increase the games you don't even own. You don't even own these games, guys. Think about it. You don't own these games. They're just a nice compliment. They're just a knee-jerk, I think, usually. Like, it sounds good on paper, and when you see it, you're like, whoa. But after a while, for what you're getting, it's there. It's just, in my back of my head, I always feel like something's wrong. Like, something feels like I don't own this game, and I've had this for years on, and I've been saying this. This is good for just trying out. Not PlayStation Plus. I think Xbox is a little bit better. PlayStation Plus is really expensive. Just to try out once kind of deal, like a monthly thing, and then never touch it again. Like, it's good for demoing stuff out. That's what I use it for, mostly. And if I like the game, I will actually buy it after I demoed it a little bit. I try it out a little bit, kind of deal. I've done that for many games. But I don't actually keep the service. I don't do that because it just feels wrong. I don't know. I just feel like there's so much games to also pick, and there's so many things you could just play. You just download it, play it, or you just stream it, and you can play it kind of deal, kind of like a streaming service cloud thing. And I'm like, I don't know. There's something about it that doesn't feel good. I've always felt that. But yeah, it seems like they're just increasing the prices for games you don't own and for online that you already have, but you're paying for online again. So you're paying for your internet connection, and you're paying for this as well. So as part of the, what is this here? As part of the gaming's, what is it? Gaming, I can't even see that. Friday, Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO gave insight into the future of PS Plus and how PlayStation is approaching its pricing model. According to Sony, 38% of PS Plus members are subscribed to the higher price extra and premium tiers. That's an 8% increase compared to financial year 2022 and a 3% jump compared to last year. While that still means that 62% of subscribers are still on the essential plan because that's all you need. They want to play online and they buy a game and they just want to play online. That's it. But the thing is, you're making a subscription service that you have to have for playing online when online should be built on there from the start. So they try to do that. And people don't care really to go back and play the old games or, even though those games are bangers, there's some really good PS2, PS1, PSP games out there, to play, PS3. There's a lot of good games to go back on. It's just the price is not worth it, There's other ways to do this. Like I said, while with emulation in some way, you could do that. You could do it, retro collecting, physical things. There's different ways to do it, but this is just an easy way and to give you that a dopamine hit of actually playing the game and be like, yeah, this is awesome kind of deal. When I found games on there that I was like, I had this on the PS3 and it run better than what you get here, because it's all built on emulation. This is why I thought backwards compatibility is very important, and this is why Sony is pretty much putting a paywall over backwards compatibility. And that pisses me off the most out of this company, what they're doing here. Why can't I put in my PS1 game into a PS5? Why can't I put my PS2 into a PS5? Why can I do that? It's there, right? I remember on the PS3, I can play PS1 and PS2 CDs on it, on my PS3. You know? But then they stopped that with the PS4. They stopped that with the PS5 because the PS3 architecture, what I've heard, was very difficult and very different. So they can't do anything with it anymore. Okay, I could see that. But why can't you do PS1 and PS2? It's just lazy. It's lazy, and they know it. And they want to get rid of the disk drive, too. That's another thing. According to Sony, 38% of PS Plus members. Okay, yeah. So what they're doing is they want to increase it, and they want to get rid of the Essential, which is the high tier or the lowest tier with 62% of subscribers. They want to bring you up back. They want to bring you to the Premium or what's the other one called? I don't know what it's called. Premium or the Extra. I don't know what it's called. But they want you that one now to be the main one and get rid of the Essential one, which is stupid. Absolutely stupid. Absolutely stupid. But we got that also with Xbox. Xbox Game Pass could be getting another price increase soon. Because Sony or Xbox is doing and Sony's doing. I swear, these companies, they're always like, oh, we're against each other. We're always, competing against each other. No, they're talking this over. They're shaking hands. They know what is going on. Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony, they're both shaking hands on everything. Who's going to be the first one to drop the $80 price tag on games? Nintendo did. Let's follow Nintendo. Who's going to be the first one to increase their price for their Game Pass? Xbox. Now PlayStation. And then Nintendo will do it. It's the same shit, dude. No one's competing against each other. Everyone's doing the same shit. Straight up. That's the fact about it. And that's what's going on. That's the truth. Straight up. Straight up. That's it. That's what it is. And then you have Steam here taking them all on, pretty much. And GOG. Like that's all you got. That's all you got. And then you have the different third parties out there. But yeah, they're going to increase it too. So at the time of writing, Game Pass will set players back $9.99 for core and $14.99 for standard, or $19.99 for ultimate. So yeah, this, I think altogether, this and so on. So I think it's $160 for premium for PS Plus, which is the highest tier. It's probably going to go up to $190, $180, or $170. It could even go up to $200 for a year. And then I think this one, if you want to get everything for Xbox and PC, I think this one is going to be like $230 or something, and then it's going to go up even more if you count this. I think I counted before, but I forgot like what it was, but I'm pretty sure it's something really high up if you're doing a year. So you would have to pay $20 a month for this shit, for games you don't own. That's why I put in my title. For games you don't own, there's price hikes. The price is going to go up for games you don't own. What did the Ubisoft CEO said? You're going to love your games. Gamers are going to need to get used to not owning their games and just accepting slop. Accept it to not own your games and just be happy. You won't own anything and be happy. That's what he said. That's what he said. Straight up. So that's what gaming is going to. It's going to go into the Netflix realm of just, you know, let's see what I can play now at this moment. And it loses all its personality. It loses everything that it used to have. You won't own these games. And it's just going to get worse and worse in that aspect, you know, for that. Okay. Let's get to the next. Okay. Am I still here? Just a sec, guys. Am I still here? Let me see. I have no clue what just happened. Did the stream end? Did the stream end? I don't even know. Am I still here? Am I still here? I don't know. I think I'm still here. The quality's ass, though. But I think I'm here. I think I'm here. Yeah, so what happened is it said USB port out or something, and it got... I don't even know, guys. I don't even know, guys, what is happening. It said it was disconnected, but I'm still here? It seems like I'm still here. Yeah, I think I'm here. Let me retry again. Yeah, I'm still here. Okay. So, yeah, let's check out SteamDB. Because here it is, guys. This is right now as I'm live right now. So we have Stellar Blade on PC, 61,462 players at this very moment. All-time peak, 192,078. That is really good. This is healthy right here. This is good for a release like this. So this is the best PlayStation IP on a PC platform that they've ever released that did this high. So this game was definitely, it was cooking. It was cooking. People were waiting, just like me, were thinking about this, and they're like, I'm going to wait and get this on PC when it releases. Or you could have bought it on PS5 and bought it again on PC. That's another one they could have done. So then you bought it twice. That's how much you love this game. This game is so good. So good. It's, if you played Devil May Cry, it's not really Dark Souls. I know people say it's like Dark Souls. I don't think it's like Dark Souls. It's like Devil May Cry, Ninja Gaiden, but a little bit slower. So a little bit, you know, Dark Souls, a little bit, very tiny. But it has a lot of parry mechanics and a very dodgy moments in there. So it's mostly used for parries and just knowing the combos and knowing when to attack, when to get out kind of deal. So it's closer, I would say, to like a Devil May Cry, you know, style. But yeah, that is Stellar Blade. It's doing insane. Okay. But how much units did it actually sell? Well, Stellar Blade on Twitter just announced how much they sold. To all players around the world who have shown love for Stellar Blade, we extended our deepest gratitude and respect. Thank you. Over 3 million copies sold, not 3 million people engaged. No, not like Assassin's Creed Shadows. No. 3 million copies sold. I love to hear it. Love to hear it. Not engaged, sold. That's what we're talking about.
Oh my
That's what we're talking about. With the Hypnotic here. What did he say? That's great and all, and I am happy for you, but we all really wanted to know how many players engaged, please.
Huh?
That's how we truly determine how the product is doing. Sales don't matter. Thanks. I love it. I love it. What is this? Thank you for distracting the homosexual in gaming. Onward to the multiplayer waifu. Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
What the fuck?
Hey, yo. 3 million just on PC or PC and PS5. So this is 3 million total. PC is 1 million, and then PS5 is 2 million. So they're saying PC has a large amount of people getting this game. Can't wait for the sequel. Oh, goddamn. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. You guys are great. Never listen to the woke Bolsheviks. But how many players? That's crazy. And these are all the journals out there retaining the same when it's actually a good game because they say it's gooner. I hate the word gooner. I'm getting sick and tired. It's like woke now. It's one of those words I'm starting to not even want to even bring it up. It used to be funny. Now it's just getting annoying. It's gooner bait now. How is this gooner, dude? How is Stellar Blade gooner thing? She's not even naked. She's just showing some skin. Like, seriously, how is this gooner? Then you would have to say Lara Croft is also gooner. So you have to say that Chris Redfield, without his shirt off, is gooner. And they're always saying that, oh, it's the mods. The mods are going to be the ones that are making the gooner. I looked at Nexus Mods. The top mods in the game, it's just helping the game itself to make it better. It's nothing to do with nude mods whatsoever in Nexus. So I don't know what people are saying, what they're talking about with this, because I see nothing like that anywhere. It's just people that have problems in real life, I think, and they need to touch grass, straight up. Touch grass or do something because you're wasting time getting mad, especially these gaming journalists, the media out here. They're bitching about it when they should be celebrating how good this game is, how wonderful this game is. Like, seriously, what the fuck? Stellar Blade sets new player record for PlayStation to PC games because it did so good. It's the most highest rated PlayStation game on PC. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Seriously. It's insane. Like, I played it recently, and it's still good. I played it last year on PS5 when my sister was here, and I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. And she said it was really good, too. She liked the character design. Everything was cool about it. She liked the action in it and stuff. She's like, damn, I would actually play this game. This is pretty cool. And that's what I'm saying. Who wants to play a fugly character in a game? But that's what I'm saying. The media, if Eve was like a lesbian or like bisexual in some sort of way, or even race swapped, she would be praised like crazy by the media. Kind of deal, you know, if she was gay or something. But because she literally doesn't even talk about sexuality at all, doesn't talk about anything, she's just a good-looking character, and she's badass. What's the problem with that? We had that in Dead or Alive. And guess what? The gameplay is where it's at. The gameplay is actually good. But they never talk about the gameplay with Stellar Blade. Never. That's the same with Dead or Alive. Dead or Alive, oh, it's Gooner things. They're jiggle physics and all that. Yeah, it has that in there. And guess what? The game has crazy good mechanics for Dead or Alive. There's a lot of... I would even say it's better than Tekken. It's more interesting technically than Tekken. Tekken's okay at best. It's the most popular third person, fighter, the arena fighter, the third person one. But I would say Dead or Alive is way better in that technicality of the game. But everyone says, oh, the women, jiggle physics, and this and that. It's like, yeah, and you see naked dudes too in that game, so you can customize them as much as you want. So who cares, Attractive characters sell. And this is what they don't understand. Stellar Blade on PC hit 1 million sales 19 times faster than on PlayStation 5. So it sold in 3 days. It sold 1 million copies. That's insane. That's insane, dude. That's what I'm talking about. And I feel like this game is going to go up even more because it's like the Streisand effect where these media platforms are hating on it, which makes people want to play the game even more and are interested to pick this up. It's awesome. It's awesome to see because this game should be praised and it should be one of the games out there that we need more of these kind of games. I don't care if it's sexualized. It's not even that sexualized. I've seen worse. You see those Steam games, those weird-ass furry porn games that they have on Steam? Those are so much worse, guys. Sex with Hitler, remember that? Yeah, they have games like that. Trust me, on Steam. It's worse. This is nothing. This is nothing. This is nothing compared to that. This is just a good action game. I want more action games like this. I really did. I'm missing these games. The Devil May Cries, the OG God of Wars, Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, those games. I'm fine with those. I have no problem. Now, if you have the attractive character in it, that just brings it up 1 point. That's like, hell yeah. They had that in Ninja Gaiden, remember? They had those. I had no problem with that. I was like, damn, they're hot. That's all I said. Nothing else. They're hot. What else do you want me to tell you? Like, seriously, what else do you need? Right? What else do you need? With that, with Stellar Blade, what else? What else we got? So we got still here Stellar Blade, more of it. Here we go. Here's some more of this. Stellar Blade says Clear Obscure Expedition 33, it's game of the year. Even the person, the creator of Stellar Blade says Expedition 33 is game of the year. Dude, that's insane.
Holy shit.
Stellar Blade director gets Clear Obscure Expedition 33 Platinum Trophy. Says it's game of the year. There you go. Korean and French developers. Dude, these people are gamers. These people know good games. The director for Stellar Blade came up recently, and he says he wants to do the sequel, and it's going to happen for Stellar Blade, but he wants to make the story better. He says the story didn't hit as hard as he thought he did. It felt maybe rushed, and they were still starting out and learning things. In the sequel, he wants to broaden out the story more and make it better for Stellar Blade 2, which is fine. You know, it's a start. It can get better over time as well. But I think the thing was they needed to show is they had to have good characters, good gameplay. Gameplay definitely number one. That's what people love, the gameplay. And that even the CEO of PlayStation said people buy Stellar Blade because of the gameplay, the action. It's really good. He said that too. He said nothing about gooning at all. Stellar Blade, gameplay, characters, environments, music, all of those were good. The story is what was lacking the most, I would say. And the characters could have been more developed and more things going. That was the only issues I hear about Stellar Blade. But besides that, it's a phenomenal game. It's phenomenal. It's good. It's a good game. I believe it. I believe it's a good game because I did play it. It's really good. Really good. So, everything about it being good. We got these PC Gamer here. But first, by Hypnotic, he also got this. He says, PC Gamer in 2025, Stellar Blade is smut, a gooner game, and wouldn't be successful without the constant talk of Eve's butt. Where you guys are in the head. Something's wrong with these people. PC Gamer. I like how he said gamer, G-A-Y. In 2024. Here we go. Here's how you can buy a $20,000 Astron. I don't know who that character is. Sex doll from Baldur's Gate 3. I never played Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know who that is, but $20,000 sex doll. And how realistic it is and amazing it is. I would also get fired if my job knew my browser history at work. Let people goon on Eve in peace. Yeah, if people want to goon, they can goon. Why is that a problem? Yeah, there it is. Find love and abandon God with the $20,000 fully customizable Baldur's Gate 3 Astron sex doll. Yo, these people are crazy in the head, dude.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
These people are absolutely insane. Gooner Game of the Year Stellar Blade mods are 41% smut, ensuring gamers will never see the light of heaven. Holy shit, dude. This is absolutely insane. These people need something in their lives. They need to get off the web, the internet, and touch grass. Get into the real world, because no one acts like this. No one. Straight up, no one acts like this. And he's right about this. He's right. The hypocrisy of this is bad, but this is good kind of deal, you know? I don't even know what the word is, but like the crazy of how you say something, but you don't say this and you do this other thing instead. Like, I swear sometimes I think it's clickbait because they're in trouble, and that's why they do these articles. Kotaku does this the most, and PC Gamer does that too, where they do these articles to just have clickbait and rage bait. And, well, I don't know if it's called rage. It's literally, I would say definitely it's rage bait a bit, yeah. But you could say that people have said that to me too in a bit, but it's like, I know how people act like that, where people, it's like clickbait, where you have a good title and a crazy thumbnail, and then when you go in the video, it's actually informative kind of deal. You could have that. That's true, because that's what people want to actually read, and it sounds interesting. But I could see that, yeah. But for this, it's straight up just, this game's bad because people are gooning for Eve, and we're going to give it a 6 out of 10 kind of deal or something. It's like, dude, what are we doing here? Like, the issues that are, there's so much issues than just freaking Eve's butt. Even though, if you see the actress, and they always said that in the beginning too, no one looks like this, that Eve is, they literally photoshopped it from a model. She took the picture, and they took her whole shape of her body from, Korean model, and they absolutely hot looking. And they even toned it just a bit, because in real life she was way hotter than in the game itself. And people are saying that's not real body shape of a woman. And they're straight up just coping hard. And they found out, wow, they put out the video, and like, this is the model. So I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like the developers were saying, It's crazy. It's crazy that these people act like this. I don't know why, but it's ridiculous. But the thing is, even though Stellar Blade's a big hit, there's something about this here, Pirate Nation. I don't know if this is true, but Stellar Blade developer Shift Up's investors are reportedly concerned with the studio's independence due to its ties with Tencent, which I did not know. That absolutely sucks. According to a report from the South Korean publishers Global Economic where am I at? I don't even know. Spotted by Automation, Shift Up's investors are concerned with how narrow the split is between Shift Up's chief executive officer, Kim's shares, and Tencent. So Tencent has been making strategy investigating in companies across the video game industry for years now, with their fingers in the pie of studios and Ubisoft. Yeah, so I don't know. That's kind of concerning, but still a good game. Overall, still a good game, but it is concerning. Hopefully they don't do things, mess things up for the sequel. That's for sure for that one. Hopefully they don't with that one. I really hope they don't. Oh, I forgot this one. I'm going to do a quick one here, guys. This is a quick one. Quick one here. I totally forgot about this one. So this was big. This just randomly dropped out of nowhere. And I thought it was interesting. So Bloober team, how do you want to say it, team? Said that the dense fog returns. We are thrilled to announce that a Silent Hill remake project is in the works at Bloober team, developed in close cooperation. I can't speak, with other friends from Konami. So there you go, guys. We're getting a Silent Hill 1 remake by the same company who did the Silent Hill 2 remake. This is pretty much it. It's just them announcing in development. That's all it is. So, like I said, Silent Hill 2, I think the remake was fine. It's just mid, to be honest. Not as good as the original, in my opinion. It's just because it censored itself too much. And the acting is a bit better, for sure. But I feel like somehow the payout wasn't as good for some reason than the original. I don't know. It might be because the graphics back in the day were more scarier than now. I don't know. It's just something, the tone was a bit different. I didn't hate it. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just it wasn't what I thought it would be, Silent Hill 2. But I hope they learned their lesson with Silent Hill 2 and don't censor yourselves. Do it as close to as possible to the original material. I would like that. I don't want camera angles censored so I can't see Pyramid Head, what he's doing in the background kind of deal. I didn't like that stuff. And how characters were portrayed a little bit differently. Yeah, here and there. But I just wish, I hope they learned their lesson with 2. And please, Bloober team, it would be awesome if you can actually have good performance on the game so we don't get issues on the PC port. I don't want PC port issues with this. Please. I don't want that. I really don't want that. I actually want to play the game and not have issues constantly. And modders have to fix the issues for your game. Seriously. But yeah. Let's go to the last topic of today, guys, because that was just a short one for Silent Hill. I wait and see with Silent Hill 1 remake. I am concerned about it because I wasn't a big fan what Bloober did. But I could, I want to see what they can, maybe they learn. I want to see more. That's all I want to say. So, cool to see what they're going to be doing. As well as they have that Chronos game coming out. That looked kind of cool, a Dead Space game. But, yeah. Let's talk about the last topic of today, guys. This one's going to be a disaster, I would say. We're going to be talking about Mindseye. So, Mindseye, if you guys don't know, Mindseye is like a GTA sort of open world game. It's its own thing. It's a new game, new IP, and it just came out recently, and it has many issues with the game. So here we go. Mindseye gets the cyberpunk treatment as PlayStation issues refunds. So they're giving out refunds of this game because it's not doing good, and it's a buggy mess, and there's just many problems with this game in general. Everything I've heard, people say this game has potential, and I bet you there probably is potential in this game. It just fell flat. It felt very generic. People were interested in the plot of the story and some stuff in there that could have been good, but it was badly executed, and that's why it flopped. It's considerably one of the worst games of the year now. That's what I hear. I could say probably, what was that other game that came out this year that was pretty bad? Something Midnight or something. I forget what it's called. It was the one with, it was like stop motion animation, and it was in like the Bayou, New Orleans style. I think that might be considerably one of the worst, but this one's also pretty bad, kind of game. It's crazy what happened with this. So I want to show you more things about this game. That's insane. This game's insane. For Mindseye. So here we go. So Mindseye reviews. Look at this. Look at these reviews. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. 3s, 2s, 1s, 1.5, 4s, 5s. IGN, wow, they won't even give this a 7 out of 10, huh?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
No. This is crazy.
Holy shit.
It's pretty bad. Pretty bad, guys. Pretty bad. I'll show you more. There's more, guys. Trust me. There's more. Mindseye found for $20 in Walmart clearance sale. It's reported that they're finding already the game for $20. Oof. Oof. Where's the oof? I have a sound effect where it says oof. I don't know where it is. Oof. I can't find it. Ah! That's the Tommy Wiseau. That's the Tommy Wiseau one. Oof. Oof. There it is. Oof. 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 There you go. Yeah, that's pretty bad, right? Pretty bad. That's pretty bad. As well as check this out. There's more. Literally, you put on Twitter, you put in Mindseye, you get like the craziest stuff. People crashing into things, not working, people flying in the air. It's like insane. Here's another one. LA Noire game from 2011 feels a trillion times more lively than Mindseye. That's so true. That's so true, dude. This game was so ahead of its time. This game was so good. I enjoyed this game. Even though some people didn't like this game, they said it was too complicated, too, let's say, realistic. I like the aspect of being a detective, like, kind of deal. I wish they would do more LA Noire or these kind of games. I liked them. I didn't hate them at all. They were interesting. Even though I sucked at it, I I did enjoy it. And here's another one. So this one was crazy because this was a sponsorship. And this is Dark Viper AU, Dark Viper AU did a sponsor stream for Mindseye and can't keep it together when telling viewers where they can buy the game. So what happens is he had to cancel the stream of Mindseye that he was playing because the sponsorship went pretty much. Moderators and people who tried to contact him said that they need to pull the plug. Cut. They need to stop because this game was getting crushed hard, and a lot of people were making fun of how bad it is. So here it is, guys.
This preview ends of Mindseye.
He needs to end it. He needs to just cut the game. He can't play it no more. That's it. That's crazy.
Just like to remind you guys.
And he's like laughing how bad this is.
Thank God.
This game was sponsored by... If you want to check out Mindseye now on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, Epic Game Store, and Steam. Feel free. You can type !spawn in chat and give you a link.
The chat's going crazy, dude. 10 out of 10. He's laughing. He's literally breaking down.
I'm pretty sure that this game is going to win Game of the Year this year.
Yikes. Yikes. He got sponsored and he just like broke. Yikes, dude. That's insane. That's insane. That sucks. That sucks.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Holy shit.
Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, like his sponsorship was ruined. They just said, it's over. It's just over. We're not doing this no more. We're done. We're done with this. It's crazy. That's crazy, guys. I think there's a couple of here more. Let me see. Is there video? Mindseye. Maybe there is a video here. Let me see. Oh, here it is. Mindseye. Here we go. This one's so funny. I saw this and I couldn't stop laughing how stupid this was. So Hypnotic posted this up. Show you my screen. So there it is. Mindseye is a quadruple A game, and if you don't agree, you are a bigot. So there you go.
Your character is looking so culata.
Did that thing? What the fuck?
So there's things in this that there are things happening in this game that shouldn't be happening, but as well part of the story. He found out, I think later he said it was part of the story, but he did not know. There's stuff in here that still wouldn't make no sense in the game. So it's just more craziness happens. It's like pretty scary.
My car just crashed in there.
What the fuck? What just happened? Why did that thing crash? Dude, things just be blowing up randomly in this game, crashing randomly in this game. It's almost like every NPC wants to commit suicide. Look at this.
What the fuck is going on?
Is this supposed to be happening?
The truck.
What the fuck is happening?
He's going downhill.
Bro, this is that is not part of the story. That is not part of the story. Why does every NPC want to commit suicide? What is going on? What? Did it just blow up? Oh my god, it just blew up. It didn't just blow up. Something else just blew up. What the fuck is going on? The cars, bro! The cars! The cars!
Blowing up. They're just
what is
falling
happening?
over.
What is happening right now? I'm getting scared, man. I can't even go backwards. I'm trying to go back. It's not letting me go back. What the fuck is happening? Oh my.
Okay, deploy your DC-2. Time to see how you and your new tech are acquainted.
Oh, there's another car! What the fuck? What the fuck? No! Oh shit! Oh! Yo, are you alright? Are you alright? Is there anybody alive? Oh, they're throwing cars! There's another one over there in the corner! Oh my god, dude.
That's crazy, dude.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna pretend like none of this is happening.
Right down into the crater and use the
That's so crazy, dude. That's so insane. That's so insane. I think he beat the game, I think 12 hours or under. And I saw other people saying it was like a 15, 20 minute, or not 20 minute, 15 to 20 hour game. And he beat it like on 12 or under 12 hours. So even the media is trying to lie that this game is like something longer than that or kind of deal. And it's like a $60 or $70 game. Nah, this game has nothing to say. Like, even though I know some people said even online that it has potential, but it's so bad. It's so bad that it's not redeemable at all. They could be fixed later down the line, but how the story ended interruptly, people have said, it pissed people off so much that this game was laughably bad. It's a laughably bad game. I feel like you could stream it, or I could stream it and play it, but I don't even want to play it because it's just, I don't care about the game at all. It looks mid, to be honest. I really don't care. And I don't even want to. I'd rather play some sort of other game. Like, I'd rather play some retro games, to be honest. Like, I was thinking about playing some retro games, but I'd rather play those than this new game. Or Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade's way better. Trust me. Stellar Blade's way better. It's a better game. Yeah. So I think that's it for today, guys. I did all the topics. There's so much. I'm going to leave a timestamp for each part in this video, guys, or this stream. I thank everyone for watching this long. I really do. Thank you so much for hanging out, lurking in the background, or whatever you guys are doing. Thank you for watching this. And if you rewatch this, you guys are awesome. You guys are the real MVPs. You watch it here, and then you rewatch it. That's just the best. You guys are the best for doing that. Thank you so much for everything, guys. Thanks for the support. Thanks for lurking, watching. Do whatever you can do. Like the stream as well. Like it, guys. You already know. We're almost there with the 200 subscription. This 200 sub is almost there. It's almost there, guys. I can feel it. It's almost there. Pause. Almost there. But like and sub. I couldn't find the button. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight or this late in the evening. I thank you, everyone, again. Thank you so much. It was a blast. It was a blast to have all of you here. Yeah, so timestamps. Everything will be coming this week. We'll see what happens with videos as well as Friday with the live stream as well. And maybe something in between. Who knows? Who knows? Wink, wink. Don't know. So I thank everyone again for coming by. Appreciate you all. Like and sub. Anything else? I don't know if anything else will be coming out. Don't know. I think that's it. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys another day. Have a good one, all guys, and I'll see you soon. Let's end the stream. Let's end it with the curtains and get an ending out of here. All right, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you soon. See ya. You guys are awesome. Awesome Possum. You guys are cool. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all of you. Let's end this with the outro. Seagull!
Are you not entertained?